In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to smooth out backgrounds in portrait shots with just a few clicks. Alright, to start off, just select our background layer and copy it to create a foreground layer. Rename the layers accordingly and then go to select subject. To select our foreground subject, always make sure the edges are perfect. So go to the quick selection tool and add the parts that are missing. And with that, refine the selection even more, go and increase the radius, maybe smooth the selection a bit out and then press OK. With that, let's create a new layer mask. As you can see, we've got just our subject selected, and if we press Ctrl I, we invert the layer mask and we can copy it to the foreground layer as well, where we again are going to invert the masks. This leaves this border, this white border around our subject. To remove it, go and select the background mask, go again to select and mask, and then go to Shift Edge to shift the edge a bit inwards. And again, that will remove our artifacts. Then apply the layer mask to this layer, go to Filter, Blur and Gaussian Blur, and then choose a pretty large blur, something like 170, 150, like this. To remove these alpha artifacts, just duplicate the layer by pressing Ctrl or Command J a bunch of times, group them, and now you can see the before and after. Pretty cool effect. But we're gonna enhance that even more. To do that, go into the groups, select one of the layers and add a new solid color layer. Here, select a pretty bright background color, maybe select something with the color picker tool and increase its brightness even more. And if you move this layer a bit to the top, you can see it adds this subtle glow around the edges, which is pretty cool. Depending on the placement of this layer, you can increase or decrease this effect, play around with the colors a bit. And maybe if you don't want this to appear in the darker parts of the image, you can group layers as well, add some layer masks to really precisely define where this effect should apply. So just select them, press Command or Ctrl G to group them, add a new layer mask and paint on that mask with a dark or bright brush, depending on where you want this effect to appear. So this is the before and after. I think this looks pretty cool.